all of these things are, if those are constants in your life, because we don't plan on changing those things, they're going to stay. We got to make fitness work around those things. We got to make fitness work despite those things being there. Hi, my name is Mo Gayas. Essentially, I'm a kid who's obsessed with winning and sharing the lessons with you because growing up, I wish I had someone like me to help me out. On the Healthy Systems podcast, you will learn one main idea, system from each episode that you can use in your life, whether that is financial, relationships, fitness, and wellness. So if you're a millennial, you're hyper ambitious, this podcast is for you because the more systematic your life is, the more you can win and not waste time. So join me on your journey to building a life of healthy systems for yourself. Hello. Welcome to Healthy Systems Podcast. Today's topic is actually fitness related, and it's something that I wanted to share. It's going to be a very quick healthy system today, but overall, it comes down to the concept of the constants and the variables in your life and how they impact your fitness journey. You see, in mathematics, we talked about constants and variables a lot, right? Like the whole world of algebra is variables and then constants. And in calculus, we talked about that. But here in fitness, a lot of the time, trainers don't take the constants and the variables into play. So what does that mean, Mo? What are you talking about? Well, look at it. So let's say somebody comes to me and they're like, hey, Mo, I want to lose 30 pounds. And I'm like, okay, walk me through what your daily lifestyle is like. Well, I work a 9-to-5 job. It's a career. It's a very busy career. I'm an epidemiologist. I'm a doctor, but I also have 2 young kids at home. I also, I'm married, have a husband, and we have a big family. So all of those things, those variables on the outside, those are not the meal plan. Those are not the workouts. They're outside, but they directly impact the ability to do your workout. They directly impact the ability to follow the meal plan. Too often, what I see in the fitness industry is people are like, yeah, Mo, man, like, I don't need a coach. I got this app for $9.99, or I got this little thing for, $49. I got V-Shred for $197. I got this option, right? But all of those, the reason those solutions are cheap is because they're very cookie cutter. They're not very customized to you. When we work with clients, what I spend most of my time on is understanding those constants in their life. Because think about it. If I'm building a workout plan for a mom of 2 young kids, and she lives with her in-laws as well, and she has a husband, and she has a full-time job, that workout plan will look very different than somebody who's a gym bro at the age of 19, just trying to gain muscle, and he just has this job that he does on the side, right? 2 different things. But what happens a lot of the time is the cookie cutter programs, they kind of throw everybody under the blanket, and they're like, yeah, you're an endomorph, you get this workout. You're an ectomorph, you get this workout. You get this, right? And it's all a lot of like unsustainable things that nobody ever sticks with. So constants and the variables, going back to that topic, you should look at the constants and the variables in your life, because if you don't, you are going to be constantly feeling guilty and ashamed of why you cannot get results. Okay. So here's what I mean. If you look at like that one client, for example, I was talking to her earlier and I was like, hey, you're not going to stop being an epidemiologist, right? She's like, no. I'm like, you're never going to stop being a mom, right? She goes, no. I'm like, okay. And you have a big family, right? You're never going to step out of the family and be like, okay, bye family. She's like, no. I'm like, okay, so those things are constants in your life. So we got to make fitness work around those things, because right now, fitness is that variable. So we got to squeeze in the workouts when we can. We got to squeeze in the meal plan how we can. And if we can find a really good mix of the best of both worlds, not only will you be happy, not only will your family life be good, but you'll also be losing fat and getting healthy at the same time, right? She's telling me she cannot go to the gym, right? Because she's working all the time and she has a young, a 9-month-old daughter. And I'm like, perfect. We'll set up home workouts. And then I'm like, do you have any equipment at home? She goes, no. I'm like, when was the last time you exercised? She goes, 5 years ago. I'm like, perfect. We don't need any equipment at home then. We'll start you off with some bodyweight workouts, right? So at the end of the day, my job as a coach or a really good coach always takes your lifestyle into account. And cookie cutter programs that are very cheap, they're cheap for a reason because there's no personalization. They don't take your lifestyle into account. They don't take your day-to-day living into account, right? I was talking to this client. I was asking her what she ate yesterday. Her little 3-year-old daughter was on the call, right? She's telling me, oh, we ate this last night. So at the end of the day, family, all of these things are, if those are constants in your life, because we don't plan on changing those things, they're going to stay. You got to make fitness work around those things. We got to make fitness work despite those things being there. Okay. So at the end of the day, Yes, meal plans can be cheap. Yeah, you can chat GPT them. Yeah, you can get workout plans that are cheap. You can get them for free. You know what's expensive? Results. Results are expensive. So when we work with clients, the question is, how do we get them results? Well, we get them results by working around their current life, working around their career, working around their family life. And if we can't do that, we fail as coaches. Okay. So at the end of the day, it's my belief as a coach, if you make things easy enough for somebody to take action on, they will take action on it. You make things hard and complex, they cannot take action on it. They won't be able to take action on it. Instead of starting clients off with having them set a goal of running a marathon, have them just go for a run for 5 minutes. That's the start, right? And once people start seeing momentum, and I've coached hundreds and hundreds of clients, and it's my experience thus far, and it might change in the future, but it's my experience thus far with human nature that if you give people doable, achievable goals, they end up achieving them. And then they get more self-confidence to go achieve a little bit bigger goal, a little bit bigger goal. So at the end of the day, always account for the constants and the variables in your life, right? Let's say you want to be mega rich and you want to build a really, really massive company, but you also want to be a really good dad and you also want to be a really good husband. Well, keep those things in mind as you're building it, because you might have to settle for number two with building the biggest company, but at the same time, you will have a great family life. You'll be able to go to your son's soccer practice and your daughter's dance practice. You could go to all of those things. So which one would you rather have, right? So if this person, this client, even if she loses 30 pounds while being a great wife, being a great mom, being great to her in-laws, for example, and being a great epidemiologist, 30 pounds is great, right? She might, if she sacrifices all of those things that she loves and loses 50 pounds, she won't be much happier, right? So at the end of the day, keep the constants and the variables in mind while you're setting yourself up and working with a great coach. That's what makes the difference. That's why like we can get our clients amazing results, and that $9.99 app, you probably stop using after the first 10 days. Okay. So that's the biggest difference. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you for listening to the Healthy Systems podcast. I really appreciate you for tuning in today. Now, here are 2 ways I can help you for free. One, you can join our free Facebook community by just going to this link, bit.ly/Titan Facebook group. Just type that into your browser and then answer 2 questions, and then we'll let you into our Facebook community where you'll meet other people, as well as we have a lot of free resources in terms of meal plans, workouts, all kinds of stuff in there. Second way I can help you for free is if you follow me on Instagram at Mo Gaius, MOE, G as in George, H as in horse, I as in India, A as in apple, S as in Sam. Follow me there and then shoot me a message with the word Healthy Systems, and then I'll be sure to send you a free gift. Other than that, keep listening in, and I really appreciate you.